Hey everybody. Well, we're just gonna jump right into it. Yesterday was the slowest day the toy store has ever had. Now, I don't think we're immune to that, okay? We've had some slow days around here, and that's just part of the retail business, but we have never goose egged. That's right. Yesterday we had $0 in sales. I'm still soaking it in. I'm hoping that that's just a fluke. It's probably that time of year. School started back up. There's a lag between that season and the shopping season. But man, we have never zeroed out. So I kind of want to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about some of our plans for the future. Now, these have nothing to do with yesterday. These are things we had been talking about before, but it might help move it along a little bit. Nobody that's in this business likes to have that type of day. And like I said, I really do think it's just a fluke. You're going to have slow days, but that doesn't make it any easier to swallow. And we'll talk about some of that stuff. Before we do that, I've got a couple eBay orders to go through. Somebody picked up another one of these mobile dog gear dog travel wear bags. Those came off our very first Macy's buy, and it's nice to kind of get those moving, get them out of here. The next thing, somebody picked up the Sunman. This is the second one of these we've sold in the last couple weeks. The last one left, and there it is, Rulers of the Sun, pig head, and that's from the Sunman line, which I am not super familiar with. We've got some of these puzzles I dug out yesterday. We talked about it toward the end of yesterday's video. If you missed that, jump back, check it out. We've really been pushing to clean up the shelves, get some sales going, make it kind of look a little bit neater in here. And I think we're doing a heck of a job of that. We've already moved some of the stuff that was buried kind of along the walls. We've had some success in those sales. So it's working, we're getting it done. And I think getting these puzzles over in the puzzle and games aisle is gonna help out a little bit. Trying to think where I was at. I had some customers come in. We're not going to repeat yesterday's performance. We had a couple sales right off the bat. I did get the eBay stuff boxed up, ready to go. And I think we were talking about kind of the plans for the future with our hours and all that. We hired a part-time employee, our very first one. We are going to be expanding the days of the week we are open. Right now we're closed on Monday and Tuesday. I think we're gonna take it down to just Mondays. And then we are also going to be expanding the hours of operations. Is that the same thing? I think it's kind of the same thing, right? We're gonna be open more hours. I don't have all the details on that, but I think with the shopping season coming for Christmas, you need to be open a few more hours. Now what I'm gonna do right now, we're gonna get these puzzles out of here. I'm pretty sure all of these came out of the Walmart buy. We've done one Walmart Overstock buy, and this is it, okay? Here we've got Blues, Clues, and U's. Blues, Clues, and U, and they are different. So we'll get these going here. And I kind of like this one. This one's the better looking puzzle in my opinion. But there is that. And then what do we have here? This is the 12-piece wooden jigsaw puzzle. This is the 7-piece chunky. Looks like I need to do some box repair. And what do we have here? This is some more Blues Clues. Yeah, so you got a different type here. And then on the end, we've got the little Tykes, different variety here. But you got 4 groups of puzzles. Get this all fixed up, and I'll get it over to that little ledge over there. We'll see how it looks. The sun's going down, and when I tell you this thing is a roller coaster, I mean it is a roller coaster. We were super busy today. Before I jump into what we sold, because I kind of want to show everybody, I had somebody bring in one of the 31-inch Vaders. Now, when I say bring in, that's not exactly accurate. They had it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. They were here in the area. I shot a message over, said, look, if you bring it up to the toy store, I'll give you the 40 bucks. So that's what we paid for this, $40. That means I could sell it or I could put it up somewhere in the toy store. I've got some space above the action figures. That might be the way to go. Now, let's jump into today's sales because it kind of went crazy toward the end of the day. We sold 3 of the Jakks 20-inch Super Marios. They all went to the same person. They wanted them in plastic, so I picked one up off the back shelf, and that was a really good buy there. 3 of those. Now the $4.99 shelves, that sun is really bright. It's working out, okay? I sold 6 Boba Fett 4D heads off the $4.99 shelf. That works for me. I sold 4 of these ABC blocks, 3 Light Brights, and then we sold a couple of the $2.99 fawns. Now, where did the big sales come from? I don't know if anyone is going to remember this, but we had a bunch of Demon Slayer figs here. When I say bunch, there were 3. There were 2 Demon Slayer figs up there. And then we had a whole bunch of these Melissa and Doug $9.99 block deals. A lot of those sold. I think there was 7 of them. The same person said, man, I can't believe the price on those. And that sun is really bright. So they bought 7 of those, and then they cleaned out a bunch of the dinosaurs. There were 4 or 5 of these, a couple of those, several of the dino trackers. Those are gone. I think they bought 6. I have to jump around a little bit. The sun is super bright at the end of the day. We sold quite a bit of Barbie stuff. We sold 1 Lego set, and we'll go over here and take a look. 1 Lego set, and I can't remember everything, but it was super busy. Basically, we made up for yesterday. So yesterday was a big goose egg. Today it kind of evened itself out. But I wanted to show everybody this. Here's what I ended up doing with the puzzles, the 7-piece, the 12-piece little wooden puzzles. I kind of just lined them right here. I guess not kind of, I did. And there it is. I think it looks really good. Now, ideally, I would have a bunch of these, kind of these stands, set those up, and it would look a lot better. We sold a couple games today. One of these Wiggly Worms. I know we sold one of the 3 classic games. And what else? I'm trying to think what went out of here. It was pretty busy there it was a weird stretch. It was all packed into like an hour. So yeah, the store is basically closed. It's closing time. And I just want to take a look around, make sure nobody's hiding in the aisles, make sure nothing's spilled anywhere. It's always a good idea to take a small lap at the end of the day and see what we're looking at here. We're gonna wrap the video up in the puzzle and games aisle. I really do like this now that I'm looking at it again. These are really nice looking puzzles. We've got a great price on there, and I think it's gonna work itself out. But I'm gonna call it a video. Just a crazy up and down couple of days. I was really feeling down about goose egging yesterday. Today sort of makes up for it. And yes, the weekend is here. Hopefully we will be busy. And it was just one of those weird things. Lots of big things in the works. I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like my head is overwhelmed with everything we've got planned. But that's going to be a video. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace.